The following live stream may include adult language and themes. How could we know for sure? It hasn't happened yet. Anyway, viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome. I hope you're enjoying our food conversations as we talk over the content warning. Welcome back.
I had you
Tombstone
muted.
Food.
Oh, look at her!
Wow.
I tell
All
you,
right.
I'm getting the hang of this stuff, you guys. I was like,
Welcome
I'm just
back
gonna
to
talk.
Tabletop Turntable, the show where we are spinning stories by rotating through game masters, game systems, and players. This is the 8th episode of Track 1, in which we're playing The Quiet Year and Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. I get so angry when the teardrops start, but he can't be wounded because he's got no heart. I'm James Downey, and this is Coalescence. We're back again, episode 8. If you missed our last episode, again, I don't want to keep saying this every other week, but go watch. Just watch it. It's funny. It's a good time. If you're here watching this one, you'd probably like the last one too.
It is a good.
Anyway, last time on Tabletop Turntable, our party of adventurers not only defeated their robotic doppelgangers, but also confronted Tinkerwhittle the gnome, chief artificer of the city, who has now basically put his brain in a jar inside a giant robot. They did not have to fight him, but they did manage to get his clockwork heart, unfortunately, due to the self-sacrifice of fan favorite P3RC.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Percy. After that, they had a brief communication with Henri Jonas Sr., who told them to go seek out their next artifact, and they are seeking the Ogden's Plowshare, which is Ogden, the Earth Elemental, has turned a giant sword he pulled out of the ground into a plowshare, where he managed to turn a crop of ground underground into a mushroom plantation. The party shows up only to find that it's a crime scene, and the current owner of the mushroom farm, the poorly named Crumpet's Sporemonger, has been murdered, and there are 5 suspects.
Poorly named
Surfer
says
Bro
you.
Peleus Greycastle, Private Eye, is here to investigate and has roped the adventurers into trying to solve the mystery.
Or
Their
did
clues?
we rope him?
Yeah. He just thinks it was his idea.
Fair enough. The only clues so far, a dagger made of purple metal and inlaid with pearl, some crystal dust found around the outside of Crumpet's corpse, and the fact that it appears every single person at the manor wants the greatsword for some reason or another. When last we left off, you all were interrogating the suspects, and Onyx had been having a romantic rendezvous with her.
I forgot he did that.
Her Thieves Guild compatriot, Nahiri. Let's pick up back in the Great Hall of the Mushroom Manor, and where everybody currently was located. What do you all want to do?
Did we finish? We finished interrogating everybody, right?
Pretty much. You've talked to everybody. You've not investigated any other part of the manor to this point.
Oh, he wants us to move. Okay.
I mean, you do whatever you want. Here, I'll go ahead and hide everything for now, so you can see the
I
manor.
should probably open roll 20.
That might be a good
helpful.
idea.
It's cool. We got this.
Oh god. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tawny was near Onyx. Where Onyx went to the sword, right?
I believe so.
Yes, Onyx
Okay.
attempted to pilfer the sword, but realized that she would not be able to remove it without somebody noticing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big sword.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tawny is probably near-ish.
Like big, like
Yeah.
could Corvath wield it? Does Corvath think he could wield it?
Roll insight.
Oh god.
Solid ass.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty good at insight. Oh yeah, baby, 22.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bingo, bingo,
Corvath
bongo.
Corvath takes a look at it and in Corvath's inimitable way believes yes he alone amongst the people assembled could wield this mighty great sword.
It's gonna take a minute to dawn on him that part of it anyway. That nobody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's to stop him from taking it then?
So Tanya's
Well, it
gonna
doesn't belong
lean
to
into Tanya's gonna lean into New and be like, so looks like the sword's too big for anyone to be like taken. Maybe you should give Peleus the really great idea that everyone should go not here.
I was actually thinking the same thing because but I was just waiting to keep an eye on Corvath because I'm not sure he's realized that he's the only one who might be able to hold it yet. So I was waiting for that light bulb so he wouldn't come with us.
Corvath is just standing there, looking at the sword really intently. He's giving it the
Julia
like,
just like,
Wait for it.
just shut up and take my money, like stare.
Wait for
Julia
it.
just like taps him on the arm.
What is it, my friend?
That's a really, really big sword.
I was just noticing that it's a very big sword.
And you know what else?
Hmm.
You're a really, really big guy.
Wait for it.
Oh, I just had the greatest idea.
Peleus, my friend, have you taken a look at the rest of the house? Do we know if there are any other clues or tracks or what have you found, my brilliant friend?
That's a great question. I'm so glad you asked. I've not had the opportunity to thoroughly investigate the entirety of the house yet because I've been dealing with the suspects. But now that backup is here in the form of you all, I can keep them rounded up in place if you all want to go check out the remainder of the manse.
So just a thought, is keeping them here in the Great Hall really the best idea? Because they all really, I'm sure you've already realized they all want the sword, and so I don't know that you want to keep them in the same room as
Well,
the sword.
especially without any of us to keep an eye on
Right.
them. Plus, we might not know what we're looking for. We can help you look, but if you're not there to say for sure if this is a clue, how will we know?
I believe in the power of your intuition. I'll stay here with them. You guys go look.
Well, that's a drastic change of heart.
There's also a lot more of them than there are of you.
Yeah, what if they
They
overwhelm
respect
you?
my authority.
I don't think they
Are you sure about that?
We respect your authority, clearly, but they seem like a really raggedy bunch.
They've been
I've
saying
had these folks in hand. I'm gonna keep it that way. I want to stay inside a sight of the sword, so that way I'll know if somebody tries to take it. All right?
yes, but then what if they trample you on the way out?
Oh, they can't trample me. I'm too good for that.
Can I try to push him over?
He pats
Can I
a
push him
rapier
down?
at his side and, that you can see, and he's like, "I'm square."
No, I
Oh,
push
look,
him down.
one of them's trying to take the sword.
You are.
She's gonna try and distract
you
Peleus
make
to
it-
look at the sword.
Wait. One thing at a time. Newt, you want to push him?
Yeah.
Make
I was
a.
trying
making-
to distract Peleus so that she can more easily push him.
Okay, fine. You make a sleight of hand check, I guess, Tanya.
I love it.
And then an athletics check from Newt.
While that's happening, Corvath is approaching the sword just to get a closer look.
Okay.
Oh, he's getting in position.
That's a 25.
Okay. You can make the athletics check with advantage if you so choose. What was the athletics, Newt?
Well, now I'm gonna roll again just in case. I was
Okay.
already happy with it, but
Okay, roll again.
no, that didn't help. Anyway, I got a 22. So I'm
Okay.
pretty strong.
Alias looks over at whatever it is Tanya's trying to point him to, and does not manage to maintain his balance when Newt just shoves him over. And he crumbles to the ground, and everyone sort of just sort of laughs and snickers under their breath. That was incredibly uncalled for, and now I have doubts.
But that was kind of the point, to make you doubt your own ability to not get knocked down. If I can knock you down just as one person, I understand what you're trying to say, my friend, but if I as one single being can take you by surprise and knock you to the ground, could not 5 of them do the same thing?
Oh, especially this big guy here. He's very tall and strong.
He's a freaking
Oh, he
machine.
pointing at Locke.
Yeah.
Look.
No, look.
Yes. I have this under control.
Oh, I
Jerry!
tried. I would like
He
to
snaps
grab
his
him
fingers.
and put him in my branches.
No.
Yes.
Okay. When you do, as soon as you do that, he calls for Jerry, and the orc from outside comes rushing in.
Oh,
And he says, "Yeah, what is it, boss? Are you still trying to put him in your branches?"
I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna take him with us if you won't leave the room.
Okay, make another athletics check.
Well, that one wasn't as good, but it's a 16.
Okay. You try and grab him, and he says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa," and slips out of your grasp. And Jerry takes his halberd out and holds it out at you, and he says, "I'd step back. I don't want to have to take anybody in.
look.
Well, I
Newt,
might take
if
somebody in because somebody murdered this here halfling, but I don't want to have to do it."
So
Newt, if he doesn't want to go, he don't want to go. It's his funeral.
I can perform the last rites for you as well, my friend.
Jerry, here's all the protection that I would need. Not that I need it. Are you gonna help me solve this murder or what?
I think let's try and figure this out. I'm interested.
But what is in it for us?
True.
We are on a very important mission, after all, and time is a finite resource.
You said Quickstrider sent you, right?
More or less.
Why did he send you?
We are on a quest of sorts
For?
to acquire these items of great importance.
If we told
Weird.
you any more, we would have to kill you for real.
So you're here for the sword, then? Yeah.
I believe so. Plowshare, sword.
Yeah,
something? That's confusing.
it's a fun pun. I don't know. I didn't blame the big guy in the picture, not me. Anyway, Quickstrider sent you to get the sword. The council needs it. Help me figure this out, and we'll get the sword for you. Okay?
Sure.
Oh, deal.
That's easy
Shake on
enough.
it.
Very agreeable.
Shake on it. We help you solve it. We get to take the sword.
Yes.
And
Right.
all of you heard this, yes?
She's gonna
Okay.
insist. She's got her hand out for Peleus to
Pointing-
shake
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah. we'll shake.
Pointing at all of
Right.
the other NPCs.
They're not going to be happy about that.
One of them
Actually-
murdered this dude. I really don't care right now.
When they say that, I've been kind of Onyx has been kind of leaning back and just kind of letting the conversation go. When they agree on that, could I keep an eye on the suspects and see if anybody has a visual reaction to that?
To what, him saying that somebody murdered
To them
Oh.
coming to an agreement to give the sword to us.
Oh, sure. I'd say go ahead and make a perception check, even though I know what the outcome is going to be.
Well, that doesn't know.
We like to roll dice, so
Let's
Okay.
roll the
Okay,
die.
I experienced that same feeling asking you to roll lots of things. James.
The goal of this character is to punish James.
Fit in it. Fit in
Uh,
it.
Punish me for what?
mine too, actually.
No, I'm joking. It's not. 21, James.
Okay. I mean, all of them look a little disgruntled. They all wanted the sword. Nobody looks any more particularly disgruntled than any other.
Well, Onyx says, "Well, I tried," and lights her pipe.
Great.
Well,
Yeah, lead the way.
I guess-
Go ahead, Onyx.
Let's just yeah.
the
sure.
game's afoot, and she turns around and walks out the door.
I have never played this foot game before.
All right. So for point of reference, Peleus will tell you like what all of the rooms in the mansion are. Up to the northwest is the master bedroom. Up to the
Okay.
northeast is this is going to be these 5 rooms are all guest bedrooms, and that's where all of the 5 suspects were staying. Over here is the dining hall. This is the kitchen. This is a greenhouse. And
Remind
Sure,
me
it's
how
not
he...
do you mean a conservatory?
it's it's a conservatory. I didn't want to say conservatory because I didn't want it to be exactly the same as Clue, but a greenhouse would be an independent. structure.
He said it.
You guys are such
Flames
nerds.
on the sides of my face.
That's the
Oh
goal.
my God.
Map
And-
made in Dungeon Alchemist, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
We
Yes.
love Dungeon Alchemist.
all
we
of the maps I've
do.
made have been in.
What
Dungeon
was this
Alchemy.
room, James? To the right of the foyer?
The toilet.
This is a bathroom, I
That's a
believe.
latrine.
Yes.
Now, remind me, he was stabbed, correct?
Yes, in the back.
Yes, he
In
was
the
stabbed
back.
in the back. In the living room is where he
And
was
there
found.
was rock dust all
There was-
around him.
I was about to say there was dust. It was
Crystal.
dust.
Crystal
dust.
crystal shards.
Crystal dust.
Crystal
Crystals
dust.
are a
Okay.
type of rock.
I think
Okay.
the crystal dust is more important than the dagger.
Okay, so Onyx, where are we searching first?
Well,
I have
we...
a question.
Yes.
No, this is for James.
Okay.
Is this house big enough to accommodate Corvath?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a mansion. It's big.
Okay.
High ceilings, I assume you mean.
Yeah, vaulted ceilings,
Yeah.
of course. Totally fine. Spare no expense.
Well, I guess the question is, do we feel like we have gotten enough out of the murder, scene of the murder at this point? Shall we begin at the scene of the murder? Because we really didn't get to check the room
mean,
much,
uh,
did we?
I mean,
Corvath,
you guys are welcome to go look. I mean, I just talked to the
Corvath
body and
did-
it didn't tell me shit.
Okay.
We can totally go look around the room too.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I
Something-
think for the sake of time, I feel like Corvath and Delia, you guys like poked around in there
Well,
pretty
sure.
good.
Then,
So
if you guys feel good about it, then let's go somewhere else. Where is it around dinner time? Did they just have dinner?
We'll say it is. No, it's not quite dinner time. Like there was work being done preparing dinner, but they never ended up actually having it because little man's dead.
Then maybe the guest rooms first?
kind of what I was thinking.
That's what I'm thinking.
We could also save time if we split up.
That's true.
There are 5
But
rooms.
not everyone's as good as, searching a room as everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Sure. So we pair the best people together.
Sure. I'm decent at seeing stuff.
I'm supposed to be good at seeing stuff, but there's just like this random chance that sometimes I just don't notice things.
Yeah.
I'm probably about to see anybody else looking for stuff.
You're very small, so that could be a thing. I'm very big, and I see things on the top of things a lot. There's a lot of dust on the tops of these bookshelves.
Yeah, so why don't you guys team up again, and Delia can take a look on the floor, and you can take a look up high, and then the 3 of us can start in another room, and I'm sure, then I can look at the top of
Sure.
things, and you,
I'll look at the
Tonya,
middle.
can look at the bottom, and then Onyx, you can actually just go in take a turn in each room and investigate. That's fine if you
Okay.
want.
I don't know how I feel about the telling me to take a turn. Just
You're pretty good at perceiving things. You're already
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I get it.
You can do a sweep behind us, make sure we didn't miss nothing.
Right.
Sure.
Dealy, my friend, where should we start?
Do you want to just pick a bedroom and we just go in there and just take a look around?
Let us go and take a look around in this bedroom.
Or Onyx,
Yeah,
if you
we'll just
if
pick-
you
we'll
want
just go
to
in the
try a
closest bedroom.
third one, we could knock 3 out of the way at first. If you want your own room, it's up to you.
Newt, you and me, let's take the middle one that's right off the hallway here.
Perfect.
Sure. That sounds great.
Onyx, you want to take the one all the way up at the top?
I'll take the one at the top. Yeah. That's a great idea.
Cool.
Great.
Okay.
And break. Okay.
Here we go.
Cue
alright.
the scene where we're all going in and out of doors montage.
Scary Scooby-Doo.
I do have a very important question for the chat, so please send us your ideas.
Wait.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, great. All right. So who's going in this top room?
That was
bedroom?
me.
All right,
Onyx.
Onyx.
Mhm.
You wander into this room. It is a well-appointed guest bedroom. Nothing in particular stands out about it, other than it's very well furnished. If you'd like to make an investigation check, you can to see what you might find.
Nine.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, that was a bad sound.
With
Yeah.
With a 9, you can see a few things in here that are auspicious.
Mhm.
You see an oil can, and you see a large cloak that would only fit, you would think, Locke, the Warforged.
Okay. So this is the Warforged room.
Right. There's also a small chest. That's not small. There's a large, like, Foot Locker type chest that it appears to belong
The
to
opposite
Locke.
small.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I said small.
Can't really resist a chest.
Who can?
I don't know. That's not what I meant. Okay. So let's go over to it and
Double entendre. It's nice.
take a look at it.
It is a common, sort of worn out, beat up Foot Locker.
Is it unlocked?
No, it's got a little padlock on it.
Okay. I'll give it a shot.
It is a small padlock as opposed to a big, large
Yes.
padlock. Go ahead and do you have proficiency in thieves' tools? I'm guessing.
Yes.
All right,
So
go
let
ahead.
me
And
double check and make sure that it's not that I didn't take that as a. I'm just making sure that I didn't take that as because I haven't had to unlock anything yet. Nope. Okay. Thieves' tools. That's a nat 20. That is a 28.
yeah.
Checks out.
Amazingly, the lock breaks. No, you pop it open without problem.
Sounds good. I will open the chest.
All right. Inside, you find what appears to be a small armory. Just a ton of weapons that Locke is carrying with him. They all
Correct.
appear to be made of the same purple metal that the knife was made of.
Huh. Interesting.
Let's cut to who went in this one.
I was not looking at the map. Can you do it
I
again?
wasn't either.
That was Newt and Tanya.
Newt and Tanya, you are also in a very well-appointed guest bedroom. Very nice silk sheets on the bed, wood-paneled walls. It's the probably the nicest bedroom you've ever set foot in. Although
Definitely
wood
nicer than
paneling,
mine. It's a
wood
whole lot
paneling may
sweet.
give you the heebie-jeebies, Newt. I don't know.
Mhm.
Anyway, if you want to take a look around, you can both give me an investigation check.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey.
That is a 27.
Yeah.
Mine's not quite that high, but it is A dirty 20.
Okay. You guys find in this room some mining gear, pickaxe, shovel, etc. But what really draws your attention is there is a bag that is lying open. And in that bag are a number of glowing crystals. You would know this to be Riswin's room.
I was
based on the
gonna
mining
say,
crypt.
you made up having the worst voice for her by giving her the nicest bedroom. That was so thoughtful.
It's the nicest bedroom we've ever been in.
Yeah. Nobody's been in the master bedroom yet. All right.
Of the guest rooms, obviously she wouldn't stay in the master.
Well, anyway, was anybody checking out this one?
Sure. We were totally going for that one. Yep.
Were you?
That's the one that I always thought we would.
We didn't really specify.
Oh, they went to the
Okay.
closest one here.
Oh, this one?
James.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The risk of beating a dead horse, it's still a very nice guest room, but you are happy to take a look around. There's very little distinguishing these guest rooms apart. Despite all their opulence, there's a very similar decorating going on.
Nice.
I have a total of 18, James.
Great. In this room, it's pretty barren. But there's a desk in here with a note on it and an envelope that's been opened that had a wax seal.
What does the seal
Yeah.
look like?
Make a history check.
Oh god. 8.
Okay. It looks like it's a signet ring that made the impression on the wax seal, but you can't tell what it's a signet of.
Great.
Yeah, you don't know. It's an unfamiliar symbol to you.
Okay. Can we read the note?
Sure. It is a note addressed to Nahiri. And it says that essentially it boils down to that she needs to obtain the great sword at all costs.
Oh.
This certainly could be construed as incriminating evidence, at least as far as a motive is concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. If it says
I'm
all
a-
cost, it doesn't say some. It says all.
I am a big fan of murder mysteries.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Does anybody want to check out anything else?
Yes,
Still
we
have
should
2
check out
bedrooms,
the
guest bedrooms,
rooms.
and several other rooms.
Should we look at the bathrooms now? The one that's right here?
Sure.
Uh,
Why
Might
not?
as well.
Might as well look at
Corvath.
everything.
Corvath's gonna think for a second. You know, I'm thinking perhaps we should check the master bedroom.
Okay, let's do it. Corvath and I will go to the master bedroom.
Okay, let's stay with you guys then.
Yeah.
The master bedroom is the most opulent, ridiculously well decorated bedroom you've ever seen. Large, beautiful rug in the middle of the floor, enormous 4-post bed. It's just wild that somebody would have this much wealth in this community. Whoever built this place clearly did well for themselves. Or whoever took it over and then redecorated it. We're not sure. Make an investigation check again for me, please.
Okay. Not terrible. 17.
The thing that draws your attention is, again, a large desk in this room. On the desk are letters from each of the individuals, each of the suspects, basically that outline their motives and the exact what they told you, what they were here for. Ariadne wants to put the sword in a museum. Riswin wants to use it for the mining guild. Aloysius wants to purchase the manor for himself. He thinks it's a good investment opportunity. Locke wants the great sword for the purposes of defending the town. And Nahiri wants to. Well, the note from Nahiri is different. Nahiri is applying for a job at the manor. Obviously, wouldn't make sense to line out exactly that she just wants to come and take the sword.
That sounds pretty sus. 'Cause everybody else is like, everybody's like, I would like this sword for this reason, and she's like, no, I just want to come work with you, and that sounds a little bit sus. Nobody wants to come work for anybody without ulterior motives.
Well, we have this letter that we've got in her room that we know that she was here for other reasons. I think we should take this information to our friends.
Yeah, totally. I will pocket all of the letters.
All right, let's go back to Onyx.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
So have we taken a look at the other two rooms?
The other two bedrooms, guest bedrooms? No, not
The
yet.
two in the back. Okay. I'll take a look at the one up north.
Okay. You step in, same situation as before. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. That's a bit better. That is a 22.
Okay. There in this room, there is a bouquet of roses and a trunk full of richly appointed clothes, some very nice cloaks. But there's also like black hair that seems to have gotten on the bedspread. What was your investigation score again? Tell me one more time.
22.
Okay, yeah. If you look closely at the trunk, you can see there's actually a hidden compartment in the trunk.
Oh. I would like to try and get that open.
Okay. Make one more investigation check, because it doesn't appear as though it's locked. There's no clear, obvious way to open it. You can just tell if there's one there.
Sure. All right. That's okay. Y'all aren't gonna believe it, but it is a nat 20.
No, that's great. All right. After playing around with this hidden compartment a little bit, pressing in on different places on it, you find out if you push it in a few different ways in the correct order, it pops open, and inside is a plain black cloak.
Okay. Can I take it out
Sure.
and look at it? Is there anything else about this cloak that's interesting?
Well, it's just a very plain black hooded cloak.
Interesting. Let me see. Is there something I can do here? No. I don't have anything. I don't know. Why would this black cloak be hidden here? Okay.
Make a perception check.
Okay. You sighed when you said that, James.
No, I didn't mean to.
No. 17.
Okay. You remember you remember Corvath saying something about men with black cloaks? You also remember Professor Jonas mentioning that men with black cloaks had visited the school in the last communication you had.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I had forgotten that. Okay.
It's been a minute.
It's been many
Okay.
months. 2 weeks.
I'll
2 weeks.
I'll put it back. Close
Okay.
it back up.
All right, let's go to Newt and Tanya.
Oh yeah, we were just gonna take a quick look at the bathroom before moving on to the last room.
Okay. Bathroom is bathroom. It's it looks like
Bathroom.
it's been in use at least. Somebody's been using it. It's not, but there's nothing of note in the bathroom.
Bathroom is bathroom.
Yeah.
Great. Just wanted to dot all our I's and cross all our T's. All right, next room then.
All right. Do you want to check the last guest bedroom then?
Please.
Yeah.
Okay. Make an investigation check for me.
Yeah, I did not roll well. I got a 12, but I'm gonna use my flash of genius and bump that up to a 16.
Absolutely.
I got an
Love it.
18.
Okay. You all find in this room a set of documents from the local history museum, a catalog of artifacts that are there, etc. You also find a jewelry box on a nightstand. And the jewelry box, inside of it is a lot of pearl jewelry. The pearl is of the same quality and caliber as in the handle of the knife.
Interesting. Okay, so we should probably regroup, right? I imagine everyone else has found their things. We'll go out into the hallway and see if everyone else is there yet.
Yeah, I think everybody probably is gathered back out in the hallway at this point.
We all open the doors and run into each other.
Yes.
Classic.
Ruh-roh.
Annoying.
And I assume we just all share what we've found.
Yes.
We don't need to belabor that. So maybe this was a collaborative effort.
I was thinking that, but I honestly don't see how those 5 people would have agreed on who would leave with the sword in the end. That's the only thing that bothers me.
Well, maybe they all knew. We don't have any evidence that they didn't know each other, right? Maybe they like worked out some kind of timeshare.
I mean, to me, it kind of sounds like from the letters anyway, that Nahiri is intentionally getting the pearl and, you know, the dagger that is not hers and the pearl that is not hers and the crystal dust that is also not hers to plant it on the body to draw attention away from her.
Why do you think Nahiri was planting this stuff?
I mean, there's different pieces of everybody's stuff, but
He is
not hers.
the only one that does. She has the motive.
And the letter, like, we have the letter that's like,
At
look, I'm
all
here
costs.
to apply for a job, but also get it at all costs. She's the only one that's not really been upfront about why she's here.
I don't know if that's true. Onyx, didn't she tell you, just like the others, that she was here to get the sword?
No.
She did hide it in the letters. She never said, but everybody else in their letters said that they were. So they were honest with Crumpets.
Oh,
What
I see what
reason
you
did she
mean. Not
give
to
you?
us in the letter. Okay, I'm
No.
with you now. All right. Good point,
Like
I
the
suppose.
way that she got in the door in the first place, yeah.
Okay, but also...
She's probably the only one sneaky enough to get into everybody's rooms and take things from all their
Yes, but-
spaces and plant them on the body.
Was
Yes, I
there...
do.
Did we find a black hair that I don't know about? Because otherwise, what of Ariadne's was at the murder scene?
The pearl.
Great question.
The pearls
Ariadne,
belong...
she...
The pearl was from
Yeah.
the other.
No, the pearls were from Ariadne, weren't they?
Mm-mm.
They were in her jewelry box. She was the museum lady.
Mm-mm.
Who had the pearls then?
Nahiri is the one that Onyx knows from the Thieves Guild. What is his name? The one that's like a jackal man?
Yeah.
He had the jewelry box with the jewels in it, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, he had the black cloak.
Pretty sure
The pearls,
Ariadne
we
had the
found
black
the
cloak.
pearls.
No.
Ariana
We
Alo-
found the pearls.
For clarity's sake, Aloysius
you,
had the
please.
black cloak.
Yeah.
Ariadne had the
Okay.
pearl jewelry.
Thank you.
That was not clear.
Okay.
So what was Aloysius' reason?
I mean, Sam reacted to the black hair like it was an Ariadne thing,
Yeah, it's fine.
so that's
Because she has black hair.
right.
I was like, yeah, that checks.
Yeah,
Long
but
hair
she
for-
wouldn't be shedding it.
Have you?
Okay, well, not like a,
We already
Yeah.
clarified. It's fine, guys.
Fine. Moving on.
museum documents where it doesn't matter.
So Aloysius,
I-
maybe Aloysius is not part of it. Maybe he is, just being real he's also kind of sketchy. He's got the black cloak. Maybe he's
Yes,
got something
black-
separate going on.
This black cloak is very disconcerting.
It's very disconcerting.
I was just pointing out that not everyone else had something of theirs at. There are 2 people, not just one, who don't have something of theirs that was found at the murder scene.
True.
That's fair.
I'm gonna
the
go
only
back
one that
and
lied
double
about the
check
other here.
and see if there's any like rose petals or black hairs
Sure.
Yeah.
on the body. Since that's the one thing we're missing.
I'm
Okay.
happy to go look.
Where did you find this cloak, Onyx?
It was hidden away in a box in a secret compartment.
Sorry, I think we can hear Arthur. Sean.
Yeah, Arthur's screaming. I apologize.
Okay.
We're like,
It sounds like there's a gremlin loose in here.
That's what
"You're
he
not
is.
happy with."
I think I
Okay,
would
let's
like
go look
to
at
take...
the.
Yes, my friends, you go ahead. I think I would like to take a look at this cloak.
I'll show him where it is.
Perfect. Then the other 3
We'll go
girls
look at the
will
body.
Yeah.
That's good.
Does the cloak look like the cloaks that the guys were wearing that Corvath remembers?
Yes.
Corvath's gonna like do the thing where he clutches it and then he puts it in his bag
Mm.
and crosses his arm and stands there for a second and then silently leaves the room.
Okay.
All right.
Oh God.
Where is everybody going?
The rest of us went to go look at the body.
Okay.
Or
Corvath's
specifically
going back to
the
room
room
with the sword.
as well.
Let's go with Corvath first. Let's follow up on that thread. Corvath, what are you doing?
Corvath's gonna walk in and it was the jackal. What was the jackal guy's name?
Aloysius.
Aloysius.
Like alopecia, but without the P.
Oh my
Oh
god.
gosh.
Corvath's gonna
I remember.
like take a second to kind of what is everybody doing in the room when Corvath returns?
They just they're milling about and they just kind of turn and look at you as you walk in.
Corvath's just gonna lock eyes with Aloysius and cross the room and pull the cloak out.
Okay. I think at that point it's a little early, but why don't we go ahead and take our little 10-minute bathroom break a little early tonight?
Which means something's about to happen.
What?
Oh,
We can't
God.
just cut the
Yay.
eyes and see if we can find
God.
stuff.
It's maybe that, or maybe it's people in my household calling for me while I'm sitting here. It could be one of either of those things. I don't know.
True.
But we're going to
true.
do that. We're going to take 10 minutes.
Oh, God.
Everybody go have a nice break, and we'll be seeing you in 10 minutes. Okay? Welcome back. We hope you had a good bathroom break. It was pleasant around these parts. I want to apologize, everybody. I'm in a bit of a brain fog with a cold and having driven for about 5 hours today. So we're all good though. Okay. When we left off, Corvath was confronting Aloysius with the black cloak that was found by Onyx. That's a lot of proper nouns. Let's get right to it. So Corvath, you just stick the cloak out in front of him.
So yeah, Corvath's gonna like hold it up. Well, hold it out, I guess, because I assume that Aloysius is quite a bit shorter than Corvath. And Corvath's gonna look down and like lock eyes with him, and he's gonna say, "The teachings of Terracon show us the wisdom of patience. So I will ask you once. What is the meaning of this?"
It's a black cloak. I like to have cloaks. You see the nice red one that I'm wearing here. I like to wear different colors when the occasion fits.
Why would you have such a mundane sounding cloak locked away in a hidden compartment? A cloak that I know for a fact belongs to a cult of murderers.
I do not know what cult you're talking about. It is a black cloak. It is my travel cloak. I stuck it in the. You say you found it in a hidden compartment? That is most unusual. But I keep it there because it is for. I don't have room in the rest of the trunk, so I stuck it in there. It is my travel cloak. That is why it is mundane. It gets dirty and often when I am traveling about.
Your insistence on over-explaining yourself does nothing but weaken your stance. Corvath's gonna cast Misty Step and Misty Step to the sword, and can I pull the sword off the wall?
You can try.
I would like to try that.
Yes.
Okay.
We're not even there.
Nope. Onyx is, but we're not.
Yeah.
What do you need me to do?
All right. So I guess there's nothing to really roll for Misty Step. So you Misty Step over to the sword, and you grab it, and you're like, you've got it. There's obviously a fire in your eyes, a vengeance, hunger for vengeance. And when you go to pull that sword off the wall, it's stuck. It doesn't matter how hard you pull. You can make any strength check in the world you want to make. It's affixed. And it's not coming off the wall.
Well, that is very embarrassing. Then I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Aloysius.
Okay. What is that? A wisdom save?
Yes.
No, that's a crit fail.
Wait.
He's
All right.
he's
A
stuck.
little bit of redemption. So I'll be back for you in a minute. He's gonna let go of the sword and then pull his great axe out.
Peleus looks at you and says, "Hey, whoa! All right."
Hey, whoa,
All right.
nothing, friend. Be quiet. I am busy.
Hey, Corvath.
You guys aren't with me. You guys went to
No.
a different room.
Oh, Onyx is there. Onyx is
Oh,
there.
did you come with me?
I came
Oh,
with you.
okay.
Yeah. Corvath. I think you got your point across. Can we try to maybe get the real answer out of him now? You don't have to kill him. But I'll turn to Aloysius is it Aloysius? Aloysius?
Yeah.
I'll turn to Aloysius and just like sort of shrug and just say, but you know, if he wants to do something, I mean, look at me and look at him. I'm not going to
Forgive
stop.
me for a moment. I am going to have to meditatively retreat into my shell. And Corvath starts to like reason with himself a little bit, while Onyx goes to talk to Aloysius.
So I'll walk up to Aloysius, who is held, right?
Yes.
Paralyzed.
Oh, that's fun. So Aloysius, the Black
Okay.
Cloaks.
So, as Aloysius is paralyzed, he cannot speak.
That's fine. He can just listen.
Okay.
You can listen, right? Yeah. Okay. Great.
can blink, right?
thanks.
He cannot move or speak.
Paralyzed.
So, but I bet he can blink, so his eyes don't pop out. You know, don't dry.
That's moving.
Touche. Well, Aloysius, I think we both know that the Black Cloaks are not good. And we can see that my friend can kind of go off the handle sometimes. I just don't. And I can't stop him. He's too strong. I can try, but I'm pretty small. When you come out of this thing, maybe you should think about the situation you're in and just make the right choice to tell us the truth.
Can everyone hear this?
We
I
can't.
say
We're
it-
in a different room.
I say
Well,
it
the
very.
every-
I'm leaned up and pretty quiet about it.
Okay. So we'll presume Peleus doesn't hear what you say, but he still comes over and says, Look, there is an official way to do this investigation. If anything happens to any of these suspects, the deal is off.
Yeah, haven't you heard
If
of
your
good cop, bad
friend-
cop?
If your friend cuts this guy down without at all, for any reason, whether or not he's the actual murderer, deal's off, bro.
I'm gonna grab his shoulder and kind of pull him aside and just say, like, you are cramping my good cop, bad cop style right now, and I really need you to back off.
All right, fine, but I just want to be clear. There's another dead body in this room. That sword's staying put. Okay?
Can you go away now, please? Thank you.
I want to know if he even knows how to get the sword down.
He does this.
And Onyx goes,
All right, let's cut to the other group.
Oh god.
Where were you guys heading?
Back to the
We're
murder
searching
scene.
the body.
Yeah, we're looking specifically for any black hairs in the vicinity.
Or anything
Or
else that might
roses or
tie, one of the two suspects left to the scene.
Okay. Make investigation checks.
Okay. That's a 1, which I will re-roll because I'm a halfling.
Halfling.
Yeah.
That's
I'll do better.
That's a
That's
19.
a little better.
16.
Okay. 15 and 16.
It's a 19.
I'm a 16.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let me. Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Newt and Delia, you guys give the whole crime scene a once over and confirm essentially what you had already observed. It hasn't really changed what you've seen here. There's no trace of. I mean, you might find a little bit of black fur all throughout the house because of Aloysius shedding. But nothing specific. Like, there's not like big clumps here or anything like that.
Sure.
19 though, Tanya. There is, and you have to look very closely to see this, a trail leading off from the body, a trail of where the floor looks like it's more clean than the rest of the floor. It's as though, make a perception check.
I'm not good at reception. Can I make another investigation check?
No, because you're not trying to study something. You're just trying to think
Alright.
about why that would
It's
be. that
only
way.
an 8.
Okay. You're not sure. It's not unclear to you why, but there does appear to be a trail of extra clean floor leading out of this room.
You could ask your best friend to do your perceiving
I'm
for you.
working on it. Give me a second. I was already there.
I didn't know.
Give me a second. Because you
Oh.
didn't give me a second. Hey, Delia and Newt, come and look at this.
Yeah, what's up?
There seems to be a path. If you look very close, you might have to. I Newt, you're gonna have to get down a bit lower, I think, than you're perhaps used to. If you look down here on the floor, it looks like the dust on the floor is wiped away in this spot here. I can't tell exactly where it goes or anything else about it, but maybe one of you guys has some insight.
I mean, usually if you're cleaning something, it's because something was there that you want removed. So, like, maybe we can follow where the clean spots are and see if they lead anywhere specific.
Can I take a closer look?
Sure. I mean, yeah. So make a perception check for me. I mean, you see the same thing that Tanya sees now. She's pointed it out.
18.
Okay. There's a conspicuous lack of blood in this room from where somebody was stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had to put your best thinking cap on,
Somebody
or,
dragged the body.
I guess, thinking flowers in your shrubbery, then it would be that the body was dragged here. and somebody went and cleaned up the trail behind it. Yes, you got it.
it.
I'm confirming that you got it.
Okay.
I am trying so hard not to metagame.
Sure. I am weaving a tapestry with my words. Allow me the opportunity to do so.
I'm
give him,
here to look
give him
clever.
a second.
Long story short,
I said it. All you had to do was say yes. Like, we're worried about time.
He's cooking here.
I
Jeez.
feel an obligation to tell you about it. Go ahead. Yes, you're right.
We'll follow it.
Okay.
Lead the way, Newt.
Make a survival check. We're just rolling dice left and right tonight.
I love it.
Who are you speaking to specifically?
math rock and roll.
I don't have survival, so not me.
I mean,
Do
you've
you
got
want
it.
some
You're just
assistance?
not good at it.
Can I
Like
assist,
all of us are just
James?
one of us. Oh yeah, her.
Whoever
What'd she say?
whoever is wanting to follow the trail.
Oh,
the
well,
one
yes,
time the
I will.
I
ranger's not in the
assumed
room.
Newt was best at it.
I
Okay.
will help.
Yeah, no, I'm rolling really shit right now. You should roll instead.
Even I'm good. At
Okay.
it.
The cleric should
Okay.
have some
I'll
wisdom.
roll. Jesus.
I mean, I do too,
Cleric
but I
does
rolled
have some
really
wisdom.
poorly.
19.
19. Okay.
Woo!
The trail leads out into the hallway, and ultimately into the conservatory.
It was
okay,
the
let's go to the conservatory.
conservatory with the knife. Who got it
It was
right
the
in the
pub-
chat? Somebody said that earlier.
Only if
It
it
was
was
Liv.
if only it
Well
was
done,
Professor
Liv.
Plum.
Oh, I think she said Mr.
Dude,
Green.
come talk to the plants.
Oh yeah.
All right. Make an investigation check. The trail goes cold in here, but make an investigation check.
That's much better. That's a 19.
Cool. There are definitely tufts of black fur.
Aha!
Got him.
Yachty.
Well, and there's no other evidence around.
No, the room is otherwise clean.
So we think Aloysius did this. Yes.
Yep, that's. Now it's true we haven't found any evidence from Nahiri that she is anywhere near it. So either she was very good at cleaning up her own trail, or she had nothing to do with it whatsoever.
Right.
And she's probably
Sorry, right.
she's probably too sneaky on her own for Aloysius to have been able to get away with some of her stuff.
Ooh, maybe that's a really good point too. Okay, we should probably
Alright.
go find them. I'm sure they're probably making really good headway in there.
Yeah.
And they
Actually,
probably
I
have it
wonder
already
what's taking
halfway
so
solved by now.
long. Yeah, I thought they was just gonna grab the sword. Should we go see what's taking so long?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sure.
take one of these big old tufts of fur, as some
yeah.
evidence to be waving about,
Sure.
because it'd be very hard for me to just sit here and like gather little pieces of fur from around the houses.
All right, let's cut back to the other group for a moment. Onyx,
Yeah.
you hear a voice.
Okay.
Said voice says, "Onyx, can you hear me?"
What?
What are you talking about, man? Who are you talking to?
Hey, shh, 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 shh. Quiet. I can hear you.
Would you do me the pleasure of looking at me at least?
Where are you?
Up here on the wall.
I look up.
And you seem to think that the voice is coming from the portrait of Ogden.
I'll take a couple steps forward and just kind of just say it. Am I looking at you?
Yes, now you look at me. Perfect. First of all, I want to tell you how sorry I am.
For what? And so, I'm sorry. How do you know my name? Like what? why am I talking to a picture?
I am sorry for not being there as your father.
Ogden is... Well, Dad?
Meanwhile, the rest of the room is just looking at you like you've got 5 heads. He said,
Yes, yes, I did not mean to abandon you, but the consequences of my own actions caught up with me.
But if you're my dad, like, how old am I?
As old as you might think.
What happened to you?
Can do.
Oh. And Mom?
Your mother left a long time ago when she found out the deal that I made.
Okay. Look, Dad, there's so many questions that I want to ask you, but look, you did what you had to do, I guess, but why would someone want to gather the artifacts again? Why would someone want to... I'm just trying to protect the people of the city. Why would someone want to gather the artifacts and open the tomb you guys closed off?
I don't know, other than to plumb the tomb for its, well, whatever happens to be in there. I know that my compatriots and I made a deal. We dealt with forces beyond our comprehension. We asked for power. They gave us the power to stop the undead from ravaging our home. But in exchange, I get the feeling you know where this is going.
Yeah, we've seen what's happened to the others. Where are you now?
Someplace else, but I don't really know. Another plane. It's not my home plane, I can tell you that. But you have a job to do, eh?
Yeah, but am I gonna talk to you again?
We shall see. I have a strong connection to the sword, so if it's nearby, maybe. But for now, finish this task off. And if you want the sword, you should come clean.
About what?
You know. Misleading your friends about what you do. Every profession has its own sense of nobility, no?
Yeah.
And perhaps if you come clean to them, they'll also come clean to you.
Yeah. I guess so.
Right, Onyx, I have to go now, but finish this off. And if you come clean, I'll make sure that sword comes off the wall. All right?
Okay. Sure.
And the voice is gone.
So Corvath has been holding on to he wears this tortoise shell pendant while the conversation was happening, and after that he lets go of it and he's holding his axe out towards Aloysius, like not the blade end, but like the top of the head. Paragon teaches us the wisdom of patience. You will tell us what we want to know, and I will end hold person, and I'm gonna abjure enemy. So he needs to make another wisdom save.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I will tell you when I know.
What's the DC?
Oh, it's my sorry, my screen timed out. 17.
Okay, he fails.
So he is absolutely petrified of Corvath. Corvath uses his sacred connection to Terracon, and Aloysius is now frightened.
Okay. I won't even make you roll an intimidation roll. I feel like this is already pretty intimidating.
Agreed.
Aloysius trembles and looks at you and he says, "You know Terrakan has no real power here. None at all. But what do you want to know?"
One, do you know who killed this guy back there?
My suspicions.
I'm not
It's
really all that
interesting.
interested in that at the moment anyway. Why is it that you have this cloak? What is your connection to this cult? And I will remind you that Terracon is not here. I am.
The clock was a gift from my patron.
And
And-
who...
You would be wise not to cross him if you wish to remain in the city.
Who is your patron?
Cannot tell you his name. I do not know his real name.
Describe him for me.
Fiendish.
Onyx, my friend.
Yeah. What?
You may confer with our prisoner now. Where is... There are only 2 exits from this room, right?
Yeah.
Corvath is going to do his best to position himself so that he is in between Aloysius and at least one of the exits.
She
I think at this point the other 3
Okay.
come busting in.
What? So we just see.
Actually, from the other way, because I'm going to go to the north door.
You'll see Onyx kind of moving towards him and drawing her daggers.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
No, go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Tanya.
Delia.
Go ahead.
No, you go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
You had a better. Oh, all right. Well,
That sounds
sees that jackal is what I was gonna say. So I hope that's what you were gonna say.
Oh, we got it
Basically, yeah.
right.
Well, if this is any evidence right here, and she's gonna hold up a big old tuft of black fur, I'm pretty sure Aloysius is kind of the opposite of Aloysius, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Aloysius murdered Crumpets in the conservatory with the dagger.
And then dragged him into the other room. Okay. You did such a good job.
Everyone can make a perception check.
Oh! That's a critical
7.
nat 20.
Hey,
Okay.
24.
Great. As soon
I got a
as
1. I got a 1.
oh
And I'm
good.
closest to him.
You were so distracted by me waving this tuft of fur in your face.
Yeah.
Well, Onyx has a lot going on right now. So as soon as Tanya lays that out there like that, you see Aloysius's eyes flash gold, and he starts baring his teeth and snarling, and he reaches to go inside his cloak, and the moment he does, Peleus is
Broseph gets to
got
say
the rapier
today.
right at his throat. Says, "Up, ta. My furry friend. It seems like we've got you dead to rights. All right. I think my work here is done. Jerry, cuff him.
But you didn't do.
You don't-
Okay,
I
and
don't-
she just
I
puts
think
her daggers
Howard-
away.
Okay.
It's the tuxedo mask meme. But you didn't
Yes.
do anything.
Great Sailor Moon reference, James. Okay.
I contain multitudes. So Jerry the orc binds Aloysius, and Aloysius is saying, "You will regret all of this. All of you will regret it. Bad things will happen. No, you don't understand. My master
Bad
will
things have
come.
already happened.
My
Can
master
someone
will come
take-
for all of you." Yes.
Can somebody take the dog to the pound now, please?
Jerry
He
says,
would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for us mangy kids, right?
Or
Mhm.
the-
Jerry
or the
says,
thief.
I've got the right thing for him," and puts a muzzle on him, and leads him away.
Nice.
And so Peleus looks at all of you and says, "So about that sword, yeah, it's like magically up there. If you can get it down, you're more than welcome to have it. But because I know Chance probably needs it real bad. But
I think I can handle it.
okay." He looks at the other four. You four, free to go. So
Oh, wait,
Yo.
maybe.
What?
Sorry,
no,
I was
not you
metagaming.
four.
I know.
Go ahead. What were you
I
gonna
was
say? Tom?
metagaming. Don't listen
Oh.
to me.
He sends away
No.
the other four suspects and
Proud
says,
of you.
"You all need me for anything else?"
If
We
you
didn't need you
can
in the
manage,
first place.
if you can manage to get this furry person to tell you who his patron is, I may see to it that you get a good word with the city council.
That would be awesome, but I was only paid to solve the murder. I'll let the city guard take it from here. Just
Oh, I was saying that to Jerry.
oh. Jerry says, "Oh. All right." And he walks off. But Peleus says, "If you all could just lock up when you're done here, Peleus, out!" And he leaves.
What
hate
a
it.
twat.
That's amazing.
He was pretty much the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, like how he took all the credit for everything that we all did, that he was too lazy to just do himself, or either too stupid to do himself because he didn't
Yeah,
think
it
to do it.
sounds
And
about
he's like,
right.
"My job here is done."
Yeah, it
Okay,
sounds
let's
like
take
pretty
it.
much all the authorities here in Underhaven, kind of all that
Okay,
way.
so Onyx, you said
No,
you can take
Corvus,
the
you're
sword?
not an authority. You're cool.
So Onyx is already back at the painting, just kind of talking to it.
There's no response.
Onyx.
Onyx, my friend, that is not a real person up there. That is just a painting.
I know, Corveth. I know.
It's very realistic artwork, though. The artist deserves many accolades.
It's a really, really good painting, and it kind of like Loki almost looks like you. Like it's kind of gray like you.
It's
Yeah, I noticed this as well.
Corvath,
Yeah. it's
give her a moment.
this is my dad, guys.
Oh, that explains the resemblance.
Oh. Well, that makes you like. Makes you like
Yeah.
real old, doesn't it?
I'm real old.
Wow, well, you look really great for your age.
Thanks. Thanks. Look, guys, I know how to get the sword off the wall, but like, I really need you guys to like be okay with what I did.
What you mean?
It's how my dad will get this off the wall. I'm not. I'm not a hero, guys.
So,
You know the thing all the things that we were supposed to do, that we saved people or we did something heroic, and that's why Chance called us, because he thought we'd be good at that. Like, no, I'm just... The amulet that I found, I stole it, and I got caught carrying it through the street, and I just said what I had to say, and said I found it, and I haven't been able to get a good job in the Thieves Guild since, because they all know, and I'm one of the top 5 people I'm one of the council in the Thieves Guild, and I can't even get a simple heist job anymore. So
Onyx, my
jumped
friend.
at the opportunity to do this with you guys.
Corvath will step over to Onyx. I cannot speak much to these being a hero either, if I am being honest. But then again, I do not think being a hero is really all that important, because what we are doing here and now is good.
Are you worried about being good at it, but are we not here with another artifact in hand?
Just worried about... For the first time in my life, I'm worried about what my dad thinks of me. And not my adopted dad. And so
You just met him, first of all. Second of all, did you meet him? What's up with that painting? Third of all, why wouldn't he be proud of you?
I don't know. I know that, but I just never had a real dad, you know?
What
Well,
I'm
look,
hearing...
Onyx. This guy, even if he is your dad, he ain't been around. So who gives a fuck what he thinks? He lost his right to have an opinion about your life when he left you. I don't care what the circumstances are. He doesn't get to have an opinion. The opinion that matters is the opinion of the people around you who spend the most time around you. And, I mean, I think you're pretty great, I guess.
And if the Thieves Guild opinion really matters, then we'll help you pull off a heist and you'll be back in their good graces, like that.
At the end of the day, the only person who you really have to make proud is you.
While you're having that conversation, you don't notice it happening, but suddenly the greatsword is leaned up on the wall next to the mantle. It's no longer affixed to the wall.
She hasn't noticed, so she hugs.
Should we roll
Yeah,
perception to notice?
Corvath is actively not noticing.
No, I mean,
Tanya's just like, I can't believe I said something really nice to somebody.
Onyx would notice that the sword was now off the wall.
Okay.
Onyx just brings everybody in for a hug.
Oh yeah, this
Okay,
is
okay,
definitely
okay,
the scene in the anime where Corvath like leans over and picks everybody up and
Okay.
like hugs.
Okay, you're hurting me.
Tanya can't breathe. Tanya can't breathe. Can we?
Oh, I'm so sorry, so sorry. I have so much love to give.
Now I can only picture
We don't think
Aloysius with a giant sweat drop coming down.
All right, community, make that into some art. All right. Oh, we must get this sword. Oh. It is off the wall.
I think that might be
Well, that
for
was really
you.
cool.
Oh,
Or-
well, Onyx.
Yes, I was talking to Onyx.
That's yeah. I just had to be truthful with you guys, and
Well, it was very brave, but I don't think any of us thinks less of you for it.
Can we get out of here
Nothing is
now?
like-
yeah. Let's
Interrupting
Fire
this
of
tender
emotions.
moment,
Come on, let's go.
the sending stone goes off, and you once again hear the voice of Henri
One sec.
Jonas.
Hold that thought. Hello?
Yes. Hello again.
Oh, hello. It's the professor. What's up?
Have you retrieved the Great Sword?
Oh, yes, we did. Onyx was just having a lovely personal moment as well. It was so great, actually.
I am afraid we don't have time for personal moments.
Oh, I know. I
already-
just
it-
told her we have
it-
to get
it-
going.
It already happened. Like it.
Yeah.
it
Too
was-
late.
Which one are you going for next, do you think?
Well, you said you had some people you wanted us to meet, yeah?
Yes, you should come back to the school.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, if that's all right with you guys, before... we don't want to keep these guys waiting, right? That's rude.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I thought-
Let's have you head back. Who's grabbing the sword?
Yeah, I was unclear if Onyx was taking it or I was taking it.
You're taking it.
Well, Corvath will like look to Onyx. Are you sure, my friend?
I just nod and
Corvath will take
I
the
can't
sword.
carry it.
You don't
I
know that.
promised-
You didn't try.
I mean,
Yeah.
she'll try and pick it up, see what
Sure,
happens.
Yeah, here we go.
I mean, you can definitely pick it up. It's
It's just-
it's
yeah.
lighter than you might expect, being as massive as it is.
Hmm.
And in your hands, it feels like you could wield it, though it's not your area of expertise.
Yeah.
And when
I'll
you
hand
pick
it.
it up, you hear a little voice that says,
Hey, you got this sword, but if one of your friends would be better off wielding it, it's okay.
She'll talk to the sword and say, "Yeah, I think you're right," and I'll just hand it back to you, Corvath.
Look,
This is actually a really beautiful metaphor about you choosing your adopted
No.
dad's bow over your actual dad's sword.
Corvat's trying to talk to the sword, James.
yeah, it's Corvath's like listening to the sword. What?
it does not talk to you. It's just silence.
It's okay. I do not want to put any undue pressure on you. You can speak whenever you are ready.
I think
you
he can
want
only
to-
speak
alright.
Dutch anyway.
Whilst we're heading back to the school, do you want to attune to it?
Yes, please.
All right, let me send you the description of it.
Hooray!
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
And then we
At some
take a
point-
long rest.
Sure. Yeah. That's
Thanks.
It is about that time.
It is.
all right.
I would like to get
Yeah.
all my uses back of my flash of genius.
That's fine. I don't really care.
Thanks.
We can
And
do
our
that.
level up benefits.
No, you got those already, so you're already level 8. All right. Let us go back to the school. If I can get the thing on there. Thanks, roll 20. Didn't move.
We love it.
Yay!
All right. He says,
Dragon Rock.
yes. Professor Jonas says,
Come with me. Let's go to the school's library. I've got someone I would like you to meet. Have you come across any of those black cloaked fellows?
Perhaps we found this black cloak or in the possession of a murderer. He
that
told
seems-
me that it was gifted to him by his patron, and that if I were to go up against said patron, I would not be welcome in the city anymore. Does that mean anything to you, Professor?
That seems troubling, but I'm not familiar with anything of that nature. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. These black cloaks seem to be all over the place now.
I would very much like to find who this patron is and kill them.
Well, that's certainly one way of doing things, yes. But for now, I have someone I do want to introduce you to.
and he takes you over to the library. And sitting at a desk in the library, you see a young tiefling male. And he looks like one this. And he
Aw.
He looks
He
like he
appears
should
to
have
be-
flop sweat.
be very nervously, he's like poring over books, and he looks up and he's like, oh, Professor Jonas, you brought guests. Hi everybody.
Hello.
And when he looks at the five of you and then has a moment of dawning clarity and says, I know all of you. You guys are heroes. You've done so much around the city.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say all that.
Oh, I'm such a big fan. I'm Cadmus Quillfeather, sorcerer apprentice, and researcher at your service.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Cadmus.
Yeah, it's I assure you, the pleasure is all mine. What, Professor? Why are you all here?
Ah, yes, well, Cadmus, these folks are trying to find Jensen and his library.
Oh, is that so? Are you're all trying to find Jensen's library?
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
our next stop, yes.
Okay, well, good news, bad news situation. Good news is, I think I know how to get us there. Because I've been doing a lot of research. Jensen's been like my ultimate hero, just great, amazing spellcaster. Bad news is, I'd have to cast a spell to get us there.
Why is that
Okay,
bad
I cast
news?
spells all the time.
Yeah, are you not good at it?
Do sometimes weird things happen?
Oh.
Like, one time, I turned into a potted plant. It was weird. I got better.
When he says that, Corvath's gonna take a long look over at the professor. Sorry,
Jonas
Jonas.
Senior.
I am finding myself with a stunning lack of confidence all of a sudden.
There's no need to fear. There's only thing this boy needs is practice. And what better way to practice than by sending you through a dimensional portal spell into an unknown library that no one's ever been before?
Yeah, I
She's
don't like
perfectly
that.
good.
Why
There's
not?
a whole lot of uncertainties in that sentence.
I suppose when you say it out loud, it is a bit troubling, but I'm sure there's nothing to fear.
Well, no one said anything about being afraid. We're just mildly concerned.
Mildly.
Hey, so Cadmus?
Yeah, what's
Hi.
up?
Hey, is there anything we can do to like help it like not go as like shitty and unpredictable? Is there any way we can be like, here, do better, and you like suddenly do better?
I don't think so.
Right. Okay.
Can you
Awesome.
give us a worst case scenario?
I cast a fireball right in the middle of all of us?
And we all
Oh,
die.
that's not so bad.
That's probably not the worst thing that's happened to us at this point. So
Okay,
Well,
well,
I
I do
think
not
I'm just
think we
gonna
are-
stay here, to be honest.
I do not think we have a surplus of alternatives. So, Cadmus, my friend, Corvath's going to put his very large hand on Cadmus's shoulder. I have utmost faith in you. And he's going to cast Blast on Cadmus.
great.
And Newt is going to cast Fire Shield on herself.
All right, he says, well, if everybody's ready, I'll just a little bit of
Nice.
Ah! Ha!
I cast
And-
Goodberry before that happens.
Bam! There's an inky blackness, and you find yourself in a different place. The five of you and Cadmus are now. If I can move the thing again, bruh. You find yourself in a cold.
Whoa.
It's all black. Is that the way it's supposed
Yep,
to be?
yep.
Okay,
I haven't revealed
Great.
where you are yet.
Just checking.
Okay.
You find yourself in a cold marble room. The room is devoid of anything save a bookshelf in front of you. That I didn't put the bookshelf on there. Let me bring this over. That looks like this. I have to bring it down some.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
can't see it at all.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, good.
I got it.
Is it?
I just haven't
is
put
it-
it in the. I need to put it in the
Like
token
zero.
layer. Looks like this.
Gotcha.
Ah,
Oh.
Blue flames are on either side of the bookshelf. It is empty, and above it is the message written in Draconic.
Oh.
There are also doors to the left and the right of you, to the west and the east. The door to the west has a number on it. The number is 545. The door to the east has a number that is 290. And
Sorry, door to the west is 545.
Yep.
And door to the east is 290.
Yep.
Great.
All right, and everybody roll a d10 for me.
All right.
Oh, God. Hang on. Crap.
2.
1.
6.
Oh,
Whatever you all rolled, you take that much necrotic damage from the spell backfiring. And suddenly, Cadmus feels way healthier. He says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope that didn't hurt too much. But I feel a lot better. Thanks. This is it."
Onyx goes.
Okay. Well, that's
Onyx.
just rude. I got
It
you
wasn't
here.
really cool of you either.
That was a bit rude.
It wasn't. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, okay.
I feel good.
I can read Draconic. What does it say?
Okay. It says, "The Savior of Underhaven."
That's it?
That's it. Underneath
Huh.
is an empty bookshelf.
Okay. Well, Cadmus, you got any other guidance you can give us to what's going on here, or are we just kind of on our own? That's, shit out of luck. Just gotta figure it out.
I don't know much. Jensen was an extremely powerful wizard. This is, from what I understand, his library where he would keep all of his books, including his spell book. But there's a lot of books here, is my understanding. I don't know much else about the library, but I'm happy to take a look around with you.
I don't see any of the books.
Yeah, Corvath will step up to the bookcase to give it a once over.
Make an investigation check.
Webster's being so good behind you.
No, he's whining like you wouldn't believe right now.
I know. It
I
sounds
hear him
so
every
good.
now and again. Is it 16?
It looks like a bookshelf. It looks like obviously you could slot some books in here, but it's there's nothing much else to it.
Is
Is there the
Maybe.
pedestal that was in the artwork? Is that represented too?
No, sorry.
Just the torches on either
Yeah,
side?
yeah.
Okay.
all right. Maybe we gotta go find some books.
I would like to investigate
Yes.
the torches too.
The torches are standard torches, only it's a blue flame. It's a magical flame, but there's nothing otherwise interesting or about it, essentially.
Okay.
Do these numbers mean anything to anybody?
Do they mean anything to us, James?
Or to Cadmus?
So okay, if you want to make a history check, you can.
Not great. That's a 12.
18.
So, Tanya, you've spent some time in libraries, and you know that books get cataloged, put with books of similar nature and caliber. And Cadmus can kind of fill in the rest here and say, oh, I think he used a numerical system to identify what books were where.
Oh, like the Huey Decimal System.
Sure.
Nerd.
I can't.
Nobody. That's only going to play to a very specific audience.
Katie has also spent a lot of time in libraries.
Yes.
Libraries are my babysitter.
We're looking out at you.
Okay. Well, I guess we should just start with the 290 and see what books are categorized under that specific numerical distinction.
Perhaps we need to put certain books on this shelf to unlock the library.
That is a
That's what I
very
was
good
thinking.
thought.
We gotta find the books first.
Okay. Do the 290 door.
Okay. Go through the door on the east side. And I know. I'm gonna hold on 1 second, guys.
Please let that baby out.
We understand.
Animal difficulties.
No, that boy is being the best boy.
I apologize for talking. All right, so we go in the door to the east, and in this room, this almost looks more like a temple than a library room, but it is surrounded with bookshelves, stacked floor to ceiling with books. Marble floors are in this room. But in the middle of the room is an altar bearing 3 statues. And behind the altar is a pedestal. If you take a close look at the pedestal, it says, I wrote it down, so I should probably take a look at that. My most favored. Probably should remember that. The statues on the altar are of a winged serpent, a tortoise, and a star. Let me see if I can actually...
And where is the inscription again?
On the pedestal.
On the pedestal.
Thank you.
There we go.
And it says what? I'm sorry.
It says my most favored. Picture of what the room might look like.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
Huh.
Are the statues like loose?
If
And
you went over
how
and-
big are they?
They're small. They're like little handheld statues. You could move them if you wanted to. Also, there is a door to the north with the number 570 on it, and the door that you just came through has no number on it.
Cadmus, my friend, was this sorcerer hero of yours religious at all?
He worshipped magic. I don't know that he cared about the gods that much, but if there was going to be one, it would be the god of magic.
Corvath's gonna take the star statue off the altar and set it on the pedestal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The pedestal and statue immediately transmogrify into a book.
Oh.
That is so cool.
That was really smart, Corvette.
Newt from
Wow, how they
behind
do
you
that.
at the door's edge is going to say, "Well done, you." Yeah.
Just you got this new sword and just had a feeling. I'm gonna go over and take the book, and
Okay.
check it out.
The book is
Does it have
entitled.
pictures?
It
Keep
it
that.
might have some. It's illuminated in that medieval style, right?
Ooh.
It's titled Disciples of Vespera.
Is there a number on the spine of the book?
No.
Yeah, is there anything else like distinguishing about the cover of it?
No.
Well,
Pretty
that's
cool.
one.
Hold on. Let me just, and I'm gonna like take out like a piece of. I don't want to like ruin the book or anything. I am just going to. I want to inscribe on the book somehow. Just to make a note. I'm gonna pull out a piece of like paper from my bag of holding, and I'm gonna write
How dare
down
you? How
290
dare you?
on it, and then stick it into the front cover of the book. Don't let that fall out. We want to make sure we keep track of which book is which number.
Okay.
Good idea.
Super smart.
I would hope so. I
Just
kind of
for
my whole
shits and
shtick.
giggles, Corvath is going to also check out the statue of Terracon.
It is a statue of Terracon. There's nothing particularly interesting or important about it other than it is a big stone tortoise.
Okay, let's go north.
To the north.
Okay.
Lead the way.
This next room, once again, covered wall to wall in books, but also full of potted plants in a
Oh,
weird,
look, dude.
sort of
Cadmus.
interesting way.
Some friends of yours, Cadmus?
Very, very, very funny. And there's a table in the middle of the room with a book on it, and the book says that it is the Underhaven Bestiary. There is also another door leading to the west with the number 900.
To west. What was the name of the book again?
Underhaven Bestiary.
Was there a number above this door?
Yes, the one that came in.
570.
It was
Sorry, I missed
570.
that. I apologize.
That's okay.
Sorry, can you read the book one more time?
The Underhaven
Underhaven
Bestiary.
Beast.
Thank you.
Newt is quietly making herself a circle of potted plants.
I had a feeling.
Sometimes
I'll
the
take
OCD
a-
wins.
I'll take a look at the book.
Roll a d4 for me.
Gonna bite you.
Probably. That's a 1.
The wall of
Okay. In each corner of the room appear a large bird with a beak that appears axe-like.
Oh no.
An orc, a giant furry goblinoid, and a lizard-like creature that's about the size of a dog. Roll initiative.
Oh,
What was the third creature, James?
A large furry goblinoid.
Okay.
Not gonna metagame, but I bet I know what it is.
I bet you do.
It's not
I have
great.
too many homebrew monsters in my head to ever remember stats for real monsters.
Right.
23.
One sec, I'll ask for initiative in just a second.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So we had a bird with an axe beak, furry goblinoid, an orc.
And a weird lizard.
Thank you.
I love axe beaks. They're one of my favorite monsters. I have a whole variant species of them in Essentia.
Hmm.
Sorry, guys, one second.
You're good.
How rude.
I know, I'm the worst.
I'm Durst, though.
register you're okay, buddy. Okay.
So I rolled a 1. I figured I'd only get one monster.
I had a whole monster table. Tanya, what was your initiative?
23.
Newt.
23.
My dex is probably higher than yours.
Yeah. Orvath.
16.
What's
Okay.
your dexterity?
20.
Yeah, mine's 18. So it wasn't as obvious as you thought. Just saying.
Delia.
14.
14. And Onyx.
25.
Okay. Onyx, you can go ahead and go first.
Okay, remind me. So we've got the not to metagame, but the axe beak.
Yeah.
And then what else do we have? I'm sorry.
All right,
It's not
just
metagaming.
there's an orc, a bugbear, and a guard drake.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought too. I just didn't want him to name them. But that's okay. I'm gonna take a shot at
Hey.
the orc first.
We play
Okay.
a lot of D&D. It's cool.
Oh, absolutely. All right. First attack is a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. That's. Am I forgetting something? Hold on. I'm just making sure. Oh, yeah, and I do an extra d8, so that's 9 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll use my Dread Ambusher second attack. 22.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That is better. That's a 12 damage.
Okay. How does the orc perish?
Just, I would say, since I shot 2 arrows, 2 eyes.
Okay. His eyes are full of arrows now, and you just hear him go, Jerry! And he falls to his knees and dies.
Did I just kill Jason Alexander, the orc?
No.
Okay.
No.
I got
Maybe-
really worried.
Maybe the friend of Jerry the orc, who was the town guardsman. Okay. Tanya.
Great. So there's 3 monsters, and I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray, because I can. So I, from my belt, 3 little guns poke up, and I cast out 3 rays of fire. One for each person in each corner. Sorry, Newt. You might want to duck. Range spell attack. This will be a 9. Hello. That is 21 to hit.
On all of them?
Yes.
Or is, no, okay.
Oh, for each ray. So 21 on
yeah,
the
yeah.
first one.
Okay.
Thanks. And that's a 10 on the second.
Okay.
And a 16. Sorry, not a 16. Sorry, there was an 11 on the second and a 17.
Okay. The first and the third one hit. The second one misses. So we'll say you hit the axe beak and the guard drake, but missed the buck.
Perfect. All right. So. So I'm going to roll 2d6. So for the first one, that's 6 damage, and then I get to roll a d8. Thank you. Arcane firearm. So that's another 5. So 6, 11 damage.
Okay.
And then the other one takes. Ooh, 10. Ha! 16 damage.
Okay. That'll make it. I assume that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's an action. And so then she's just gonna like her two of the little guns go up, and she goes.
All right, Newt.
Cute.
Okay. The one that Tanya was not successful in hitting needs to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. It fails.
Great. So, along with the fire damage that I can deal with my fire shield, that's also protecting me from fire. Technically, it's the chill shield half of it, but
Okay.
the spell is called Fire Shield. I just cast Elemental Bane, so they're gonna take the first time each turn that target takes fire damage. It's going to take 2d6 extra.
Okay.
And if they have resistance to fire damage, they lose it until the end of the spell.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Corbath.
Remind me who is where.
I mean, they're each of the things are in one of the corners, and one of them's already deceased. So,
Corvath's gonna use a bonus action to cast Misty Step. And have
Okay.
I attuned to the sword?
Yeah.
We did that kind of in the journey.
Yeah.
Corvath will Misty Step and bring that great sword down onto the bugbear.
okay.
It's an 18.
Yeah, that hits.
It's going to be. Sorry, my dice situation got a little wonky.
Sorry. I couldn't resist.
It's gonna be 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Make a wisdom save.
The 19.
Okay, you pass.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go to then Delia.
Okay. So Lizard, Furry Goblin, and Axe Beak are all still standing in three opposing corners, correct?
Correct.
Great. Cool. Then I will target the Furry Goblin with a Sacred Flame.
Okay. Is that a dex save?
That is a dex save.
He passes.
Great.
Anything else?
Sure. Since he dodged out of the way, now I'm big mad. So I will cast Spiritual Weapon directly in front of him. And it just takes the shape of the dagger that Tanya got me out of the Podrick tomb.
Okay.
And it's just gonna stab him.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Yeah. That's a natural 19 for a total of 28. Does that hit?
That'll hit him. yes.
Great. I love that.
I love that for
Great.
you.
I love that for me too. That's a 7 on the die plus my wisdom modifier, so 12 force damage.
Tell me how the dagger sacred weapon extinguishes this bugbear's life.
Yeah, it just, I imagine he like dodges out of the way of Sacred Flame, and then he looks up as the spiritual weapon like lights up above him, and as he looks up, it just plunges straight down the gullet.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
He and then disappears into a puff of smoke.
I love that actually.
All right, that makes it the Axbeak's turn. It's gonna charge right at Corvath for reasons that remain unclear. And it crit fails. Perfect.
Charges and face plants.
Just like slams its own head into the wall.
Love
Okay, and the guard drake is gonna go And it's gonna attack. It's gonna run after Tanya, since Tanya hit it.
Rude.
It has multi-attack. 14, I'm guessing, doesn't hit.
That is a negative.
And 18?
Yes, that hits.
Alright, it does 4 damage with its tail. It whips you with its tail. It does 4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh no, however will I survive?
I don't know. Let's go back to the top of the order and back to Onyx.
All right, so we have the orc is dead and the Axebeak? No, Axebeak attacked Corvette, right?
Orc and Bugbear are
The
gone.
orc and bugbear are dead.
Okay, and the Axebeak is in combat with Corvette.
Correct.
All right, Onyx is going to cast Hunter's Mark on the Axebeak.
Okay.
And then attack. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Doot, 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 doot. Oh, what is happening right now? Oh, and that's an extra d6. We're gonna take out the metal dice here. Okay. 16. 27 damage.
On the axe speak?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me how it perishes.
That one is just gonna go straight through the neck and the head falls off.
Oh boy. All right. Perfect. Let's move down to Tanya.
Okay, the Gar Lizard is in front of me.
Yes.
Okay. Remind me, if I'm attacking with a ranged weapon.
In
Close
melee
up.
combat, it's at disadvantage.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess I won't use it. Instead, I know what I'm gonna do. I am going, 'cause I think it can, yeah. I'm going to create my Eldritch Cannon. And I'm just gonna kind of do like an Iron Man kind of thing where it just kind of comes up on my shoulder in the form of a in a form of a flamethrower. And I'm gonna exhale fire at it.
Okay.
Nice.
Give me a dex save.
I love it.
What kind of save?
Dex.
No.
This is the creature that I got the spell on, right?
You actually did it on the bugbear.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. It's okay. He failed the save.
Excellent. So he's gonna take 2d8 of fire damage.
Okey-doke.
Excellent. It is 11 fire damage.
He remains upright. Is that all?
Is that all? Yeah.
All right, Newt.
I would like to also have a dexterity saving throw from him, please.
Okay. Fails.
Oh, how close were you, Newt?
I don't know. I have no idea what's happening in this
Sure.
room.
Get out of the mind.
I
don't
just
think
want to
you-
make sure I aimed the flamethrower away from Newt. Just
Yeah, I don't
to
think
be
Newt was up
clear.
in melee combat with the
I
thing,
think
so I think we're
as far as
Okay.
I know, I don't know where she set up her plants, but she's still in her circle of plants. She didn't need to move anywhere because she's casting spells, and this is a small room. I
She's
would
just vibing in her little circle.
right. I would like to send a tidal wave crashing down upon his head. And because I can control how big it is, it will only be over his head, so it won't hurt anybody else. But he is going to take 48 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my.
Yep,
Good God.
that's 15 and another 14.
Oh, okay.
And then the water's gonna put out any flames that are left as well.
Perfect. How does he perish?
I mean, kind of the water just crushes him, and then as it
Portion.
I mean, it literally, he just like disappears under the biggest version of the Flashdance scene that you've ever seen. And as it dissipates, the body is just left like broken before it.
All right. When the last monster disappears, a vine from seemingly out of nowhere comes dangling down from the ceiling, and it's holding a book.
Oh.
All you, babe. Get it?
Newt picked up the book.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, I
She
thought you
said-
said you did.
No, I
Sorry.
said that's all you, babe. Get it? I don't touch those things.
Oh, last time I picked up a book, 4 monsters appeared. As long as everyone's okay with that, I guess I'll pick this one up too.
Yeah,
Fine.
sure.
Onyx
All right,
still has
we'll play.
arrow knocked.
I mean, we took care of it pretty handily, so.
The vine gives way and releases the book to you, and then recoils back up whence it came. This book is entitled Nature's Folly, Building an Underground City.
Interesting. Nature's Folly and what was the name of the other book? Disciples of Vespera.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take out another piece of paper and inscribe it with 570. Stick it in. All right, onward.
The next.
To the west door.
Or the 900. That's the only other door, right? Other than the one we
Yes.
came in.
Door to west was 900.
All right. Once again, you find a room full of
Books?
ceiling to floor books, but in each corner of this room there are 4 statues. Statues look like these.
That's an amazing
What?
mustache. Sam Elliott was a Greek philosopher.
Oh, that statue's got
We
hair.
recognize, we
Um,
recognize that bottom right one.
There's a table in the room that also has a book on it entitled A People's History of Underhaven.
Okay.
I have a
Yeah.
sneaking suspicion that if we pick up that book, these statues are going to come to life.
Can we investigate the statues first?
Sure.
Cadmus, do these statues look familiar to you at all?
No. Is all I can really tell you. I don't. Some of they kind of look like statues. If I had to guess, these might be people that are history hasn't recorded. People from the dark time. I haven't paid that much attention to it.
Interesting.
Okay, I would like to investigate with Onyx.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which one are you looking at?
I'm thinking the
I
one
would-
that you were thinking.
Bottom right.
Bottom right.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
That's a
Yeesh.
16.
You rolled higher than me. I got a 15.
It looks a lot like Chance Quickstrider. It's not 100% him, but
Mm.
there is a sneaking suspicion of familiarity there.
don't like that.
Is there like a plaque or anything up under it, or is it just straight up
No.
a statue?
It's just a statue.
Great. Do any of the rest of them look familiar, James?
To anybody that you know, but if you want to make a history check, you might.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
gonna
you
get a straight
recognize.
check. Maybe people that.
Why the hell not?
Oh,
That's a 12.
probably nothing.
Oh, that's a 16.
Yeah, I got a 12 as well. Wait,
Okay.
no, getting something? I also got a 16.
Yes.
Okay. 12 won't tell you anything. 16. Which one are you looking at first, Onyx?
I will look at the one that is. Oh, well, doesn't help when I close out roll 20 accidentally.
It doesn't.
No.
No,
tried.
it
There's a
doesn't.
mustache, twins, and a chick.
I like the mustache. Let's go.
Okay. It is definitely.
Familiarly.
It is a very handsome statue.
Is it
and
Handsome Dan?
You might recognize him if you've heard tale of Handsome Dan.
It's Handsome Dan.
Wow. I'm gonna look at the one with the ponytail.
Okay. Very spirited, spunky-looking young woman. And you, in your travels and travails, might think that this is the woman that you've heard of, known as Felicia.
Mm-hmm.
And not only the woman that I've heard of, she's my ancestor.
Sure.
I love it.
Oh,
Oh,
Riddle.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Twins.
Yeah, the
or
twins.
the clone. Or
Uh-huh.
whatever.
Oh my god.
We never really
Handsome
sussed that out.
Samson.
Handsome.
Handsome Samson.
Hammy.
Hamson Samson.
Of course, we don't know that until we take a.
No.
No.
No, we don't.
That's a 13. Wait, I'm getting something that's a 17.
Yeah, you might think that these are the mystery twins, Samson and Samson.
Mm. I love it.
Screaming inside. This is great.
There's the handsome Samsons. Amazing.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Why these three and then someone who looks like.
It's quick strider.
Shit's
feel like the only thing to do is to pick up the book in order for something to happen based on previous experience. Does someone else want to grab it?
I'm
Onyx
just gonna
draws her
stand
bow.
over here next to your ancestor because she looks fun.
She is pretty fun.
I'll pick up my shield and hold it in front of me and reach around and grab the book.
Okay. As soon as you touch the book, the four statues do come to life,
Hey!
Great.
and they all look at you as though they're waiting for you to approach them.
Oh.
This is one.
All right. So, I mean, which one are you approaching first?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
I'm already
I
over
know.
here at Felicia, and she just looks so much fun. Why don't we talk to her first? Hi,
Felicia
Felicia.
is fine.
Okay.
The statue looks at you and says, "Hey, you need me to spy on something? You need me to go dig up some dirt? On you go. Who am I?"
Oh boy, do I ever. What kind of dirt do you have on Jensen here?
She looks at you, just
No,
doesn't
not so
respond.
much. Okay.
What about the other statue? Ask her about the other statue.
Which one? Oh, the one that looks like Chance
One that looks like
Quickstride.
Chance.
Who's that? And she's gonna point to the one that looks like Chance.
Doesn't respond.
She asked who she was, so it's
Yeah.
Felicia, right?
Do you say that?
Yeah.
I
Right,
already
when you
said
say Felicia,
hi,
she says-
Felicia.
Right, I am. Good on you. And then returns to being still.
Oh, so we just have to name them.
I said her name, but I think we have to wait for them to ask. It might be riddles.
Right. Okay,
I am unfamiliar with Underhaven's history. This is
Yeah.
all you guys. Let me know if I need to smash anything.
okay. I'll go talk to the Hanson twins over here.
They look at you and in one voice they say, "One of us left, but two of us came back. Who are we?"
Oh, you're handsome Samson.
We are. Or are we? And they go still.
Great, this is so easy. I love this game. Someone do the next one.
All right. Well, this guy looks like their dad. So, what's up, Dan?
I'm the handsome purveyor of this town. People are always after my amulet. Who am I?
Oh, Onyx, is that the amulet you were talking about? Is that the same one? Handsome Dan, if you didn't hear me before when I addressed you by your name.
And don't you forget it.
He turns to being still.
I don't think these statues are very smart.
Onyx, you want to grab the last one?
Are we sure it's him?
Oh, that's true. We don't know exactly.
Have I opened the book at this point, or is it just like?
I don't know, have you?
I mean, the book. We'll say as soon as you touch the book, it kind of just disappeared.
Great. Great. Well, I got nothing.
I'll
Well-
try.
Yeah,
And
Maybe it's
she'll
Jensen.
walk up.
that's exactly what I was thinking. Because
It's
that
who?
would make the most sense. It would make sense if it were Jensen himself, because this is his library, and he probably
Oh.
thought he was very important to history. Although we did already know about him, and anyway, try.
He'll probably give you a clue.
So
Okay.
when you approach the last statue, it says,
I'll wheedle and deal whatever I need to do to keep my home safe. Who am I?
What if it
Yeah,
is
you-
chance?
Well, Jensen made a deal. Did they all
Yeah.
made a deal?
They did.
I can't help but feel like
Yeah.
that our friend Cadmus would know what Jensen looked like.
I
Oi,
don't
Cadmus,
think
do you know
this-
what Jensen looks like?
"No, but I don't." He wasn't fancy, if that makes sense.
And this person seems fancy to you.
I mean, look at his
I
clothes.
would
Sure,
definitely
okay.
describe this as statue as fancy.
Great. I just wanted to clarify. So, if not
Could I-
Jensen, then
Is it possible to try a history check on this?
Yeah.
Just
I rolled pretty good.
10.
No, you have no idea.
23.
Yeah, even with a 23, there's nothing in the history books about this gentleman.
of course not.
Well, that leads me to believe that it. I mean, I don't know.
Because we didn't find out about these
Poor
artifacts
Matt
until
does-
we talked
poor
to.
Matt Does not understand necessarily what's
Yeah.
going on with the statues.
We,
I'm
when
just
we
gonna-
talked to Jonas Sr. about it, he had to reveal this information to us. We didn't know who these guys were until that moment. So,
Well,
Do we just try to call him who we think he looks like?
yeah, and there's no evidence saying that.
I could call Professor Jonas.
Yeah, I think we just go for it if you think you know who he is.
I don't.
What's up?
I was just going to say his name and see what happened.
Sure.
All right, I'm just gonna turn to him with my shield and be like, "Hey, do you happen to be Chance Quickstrider or like somebody related to Chance Quickstrider?"
So there's an empty, pregnant pause, and the statue looks at you and says,
That's funny. That's a name I haven't used yet.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
and it goes back to being still. And another book appears on the table in the middle of the room.
What is it, James?
This book is entitled Magistrates of Underhaven, a History. And that is where we're going to stop for the night.
God.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
I hope
What was the name of the book?
everybody, Everybody
Magistrates
had
of
a- Congo.
Underhaven the history.
Magistrates of Underhaven.
Yeah, that was a ball.
Oh, what?
I hope
That was
everybody had a good time tonight,
Yeah, man.
including everybody that was watching us on YouTube. Thanks, chat. Thanks for hanging out with
chat.
us.
Thank you, Chad.
Yeah. Shout out to Olive, Julie, Steve, Jacob, and Brittany.
Hurrah.
Friends.
I want to give a special thanks, as always, to Sean Lucier, our very own Onyx, for composing our theme music. The other music that you heard tonight is, again, from Paris Heller, who you can find at streambeats.com and on Spotify as Streambeats. If you liked what we do, like, subscribe, leave a comment. We'll respond. We love having our community be active. We have a Discord out there that you can join. We can get the details to you another time. I don't have them right in front of me. But message us. Send us a message. We can get you on the Discord. If you want to find us on social media, we are at Grimstone Gaming on Facebook and TikTok, and at grimstone.gaming on Instagram. Our YouTube address is Grimstone Gaming Group. And if you want to send us an email, it's grimstonegaminggroup@gmail.com. I think that hits all of the social media. Next week, we have a very special presentation, if I'm correct. Yes? Can we go? Okay. Our long-form Dungeons & Dragons campaign, as DM'd by Michael Williams, is going to begin. It's called Essentia. It is a story we're very excited to bring to you. The players are Katie, Meg, and myself. That's going to be going on. We're going to be recording that. You can watch us live, but we're going to record it and edit it and produce it and put it out at a later date as well. So it won't be up. There will be no live stream saved, but you can come watch us record live and be goofs and have a real good time.
Just, you know, if
That
you
is-
want all those out of character jokes and bloopers and awkward pauses and stuff.
Right. That will be next Tuesday at 7. But we'll be back here for our penultimate episode of Track 1 on Tabletop Turntable in 2 weeks. So, until then,
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
You
Yes,
forgot
ma'am.
Level Up. Level
Oh,
Up
yes,
is
next-
also happening next week. It will
week on
not
Wednesday.
be live this time because we are going to be talking to Dragon Mount Press, the first Hungarian role-playing production company, about their new game Zombie Road RPG, and it would be 1 a.m. for them. So we're gonna record that ahead of time. Shockingly, they didn't want to do a live show at 1 a.m., but that should be really interesting. So do stop by. We are gonna still premiere it at 7 o'clock on next Wednesday evening, a week from tomorrow.
All right. I think that's everything for tonight. We hope you had fun. For Michael, Katie, Meg, Sam, and Sean, I'm James. I've been watching The Detectives. It's just like watching The Detectives. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.